Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello all, my name is Yemima Naftali. In here I will share an information what the concept of syntax. Syntax can be defined as a set of rules, principles, and process that precede or for the structuring the sentence in any given language. Syntax define the rules that need to be followed by forming a sentence from words, clauses, pronunciation, and phrase. And then correct syntax involves the right choice of word, correct tense, matching number, proper arrangement of word and phrase. Proper syntax, unlike diction, is comfortably strict. Abiding by the rules of syntax is very important in all kinds of formal writing, and it is an indication that the writer is knowledgeable.
These are the noun, the gerund, the infinitive, the appositive, the participial, the prepositional, and the absolute. Let's start with the noun phrase. A phrase used as a noun is called a noun phrase. A noun is a person, place, or thing, and when you add a modifier, you have a noun phrase. A noun phrase can be part of the subject, the object, or a prepositional object. Let's look at this example. The father of waters is the Mississippi River. In this example, the subject, the father of waters, is used as a noun since it names something and can be replaced with the pronoun it. Let's try it. It is the Mississippi River. In this example, the noun phrase is the subject of the sentence. Let's look at another example of a noun phrase. My neighbor down the street baked me a pie. If we can replace my neighbor down the street with the pronoun she or he, or the nouns Carl or Kathy, we have a noun phrase. Let's look at another noun phrase. Jasmine baked a chocolate cake. In this example, a chocolate cake is the object of the verb baked, and it is also a noun phrase. Marco replaced the worn-out furniture. In this noun phrase, the worn-out furniture is the object of the verb replaced. Let's look at this other example. Mikey kissed the girl with blue eyes. In this example, the girl with blue eyes is the object of kissed, and it also has a preposition with blue eyes. Let's go on to the verb phrase or the verbals. A verb phrase is a group of words that is used as a verb. A verb phrase contains both the verb and either a direct or indirect object, also known as the verb's dependents. Verb phrases may include the verb plus the complement, the object, or the adverb. Verb phrases such as he is running toward the bus comprise of the verb running and the complement toward the bus. He is running quickly toward the bus. In this example, this verb phrase is interrupted by an adverb, quickly. The main types of verbals are participial, gerund, and infinitive phrases. Let's look at the gerund. A gerund is a verb form that functions as a noun. A gerund is easy to spot because it is a verb ending in ing. Gerunds can be subjects, objects, or subject complements in sentences. One good trick to test any noun or part of speech functioning as a noun is that we should be able to replace it with a pronoun. So let's take this example. Skiing is my favorite sport. In this example, skiing is a gerund. Let's replace it with the pronoun it. It is my favorite sport. Another type of verb phrase is the infinitive. An infinitive is the most common form of the verb. Infinitives can be used as noun, adjectives, or adverbs. An infinitive will almost always begin with to, also known as the sign of the infinitive. To love unconditionally is a selfless thing. You need to study for your finals if you want to get good grades. to love, and to study are infinitives. Let's look at the participial phrase. A participial is a phrase that looks like a verb but actually functions as an adjective. It modifies a noun in the same sentence. Wagging her tail, my puppy greets me at the door. In this example, wagging her tail is the participial phrase describing my puppy. Sitting in the junk drawer, my glasses were pushed towards the back. In this example, sitting in the junk drawer describes my glasses. Be careful not to confuse the participial phrase for the gerund phrase. Remember that the gerund can always be substituted with the pronoun it. Like in this example, wagging her tail is my puppy's way of showing affection. In this example, if we substitute wagging her tail with the pronoun it, we can tell that this phrase is a gerund. It is my puppy's way of showing affection. Let's go on to the appositive phrase. An appositive is a noun or noun phrase that gives another name to the noun right next to it. An appositive phrase usually follows the word it explains or identifies. As in this example, my puppy, a Maltese and Havanese mix, is gentle and smart. The phrase a Maltese and Havanese mix is an appositive describing my puppy. Let's go on to the prepositional phrase. The prepositional phrase is a modifying phrase consisting of a preposition and its object. They act as adjectives and stand in as adverbs. For example, Josie is inside the store. Inside the store is a prepositional phrase, which in this instance is acting as a verb complement to the verb is. Let's look at another example. Josie is the girl with the blue eyes. In this example, the prepositional phrase with the blue eyes is functioning as an adjective. And one more example. I will give you a call in the morning. In the morning is a prepositional phrase acting as an adverb. And let's go on to the last phrase, and that would be the absolute phrase. An absolute phrase is a phrase that modifies the independent clause, but it is not connected to the sentence by a conjunction. It is set off with a comma only, and it could be removed from the sentence without changing the meaning of the sentence. For example, his feet sore, he continued his hike. We could remove his feet sore, and we would still have a complete sentence, because he continued his hike is an independent clause. His feet sore, therefore, is the absolute phrase. Let's look at another example of an absolute phrase. The baby ate the applesauce with pleasure, cooing and gurgling as she took each spoonful. In this example, the absolute phrase could be removed, cooing and gurgling as she took each spoonful, and the independent clause would be left intact to form a complete sentence.
Okay, thank you for your attention. I think it's enough. I'm sorry if there are mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.